Hi, I'm Olivia,
I'm John.
and we're from the Santa Barbara Middle School Team Press, and today we're here with...
LOUIE PSIHOYOS.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, yes, sorry.
So last year, you brought the film Chasing Extinction to Mountain Film. How does the Game Changers contribute or extend the messages from that one?
Well, we had a small section in Racing Extinction about the effects of the harmful effects of the animal industry, the animal, for human consumption. This one sort of takes that and blows it up so that it's a lot more involved, and it's really just not proving that it's bad for the environment so much, but it's good for humans to eat more of a whole food plant-based diet.
So why did you choose to create your film with the approach of plant-based athletes rather than the majority go with ethics or the environment like many other films do?
Well, because ethics don't work. It's like if you tell somebody that, oh, listen, you shouldn't be eating animals because they more intelligent, sentient, they feel. It doesn't work just based on the results. A small percentage, maybe 3 to 5% of the public will understand and get that message, but the others will just say, well, screw you. It's like, you need to do it. So I'm about trying to create scale. How do you scale social change is what I'm interested in. So that message isn't working. So we're trying one that we think does, and that's using athletes and scientists as sort of aspirational characters rather than telling you shouldn't do something. You say, you should try this because you'll feel better. It'll be better for the animals. It'll be better for yourself. It'll be better for wild creatures. It'll save on CO2. It's like I said, it's a win-win-win-win all the way across the board.
Okay, thank you.
What advice would you give to kids or teens around our age who want to pursue a plant-based diet but grown up and are living in a non-vegan household?
Well, hopefully the film will be out there soon so you can show it to your parents and convince them, because I think that will be the first stage, is getting the parents and the teachers convinced. We showed the film down in Colombia, and this was with Racing Extinction, and the students the next day went to the president of the school and got a plant-based diet on the menu. So I would suggest go into your school and get first thing, you get the menu changed so you can get instead of getting sides of appetizers that are plant-based, get the main meal plant-based.
Changing your diet must have been a surprise to your friends and family. How did they react when you changed to be vegan?
I was a pescatarian. I ate fish, and I thought I was eating really healthy, and then I found out I had mercury poisoning, not just a little bit, but a lot. And so it was a shock to me that, I'd have to change up what I thought was a healthy diet into one that, I was scared. I was like, what the heck am I going to eat? And I met a vegan about 9 years ago, and I said, what do you eat? And she said, everything else. And, all protein comes from plants, so it just sort of, I had to very quickly change my diet. And, it's a lot easier than you think. You just have to be, think ahead. If you're going on an airline, you can call ahead and get a plant-based meal set up for you. When you go out to eat at a friend's house, you just say, "Oh, I'll be glad to eat at your house, but I'm plant-based. Or should I bring something, or is that okay if I am? Because I won't eat animal products, even if it's like being impolite, because I'm more interested in my health and their health and being an example. So it's easy to do once you make the decision."
Why do you think there are so many negative misconceptions about plant-based diets, and which myths do you hope your film combat?
I think there's a lot of press. I wouldn't say press, is called marketing. That's it's mainly, if you look at this film, it's mainly aimed at men, because men are marketed to. We're told that to be a man, to have strength, virility, endurance, you have to have animal protein. And it's just the opposite. So they're trying to sell products. They're trying to sell, meat, milk, and eggs. And if there's only about 3% of the agricultural budget if the U.S. goes into advertising fruits and vegetables, which are healthy, the other 97% goes to unhealthy things like, dairy and the meat industry. So it's just, we're just not given the right message.
And then another question is, I'm personally a vegan, and whenever someone finds this out, they always tell me, oh, I've tried it, or oh, like, I'm interested in it, but they always end up reverting back to animal products, or they say that they could never do it. What advice would you give to someone who has this mindset?
I'd say, swap out if you're used to, like burgers, get a plant-based burger. You won't be able to tell the difference. You get like a Beyond Burger, or, they have more protein than a meat burger, has more omega-3s than a beef burger. The list goes on. So there's always a substitute. If you think that you can't live without meat, there's things that look and taste like meat and are better for you.
If you could give us one homework assignment of sorts, what would that be?
Oh, well, I don't want to give assignments. I hate being a teacher. I would say just, I don't know, just, I don't want to teach anybody anything. I give people the information, and then you make your own decision. But in terms of this, I'd say, just Google the science on it. Where does protein come from? We find that all protein comes from plants, and just cut out the middleman. You start looking at these other. I think you'll be seeing a lot more athletes. Not just the ones in our film, but there's a lot of basketball players. Kyrie Irving just went plant-based. A bunch of huge athletes, soccer players. The list goes on. There's a lot of people that aspirational athletes that you look up to that are making the switch and finding out that they're a lot better for it.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Pleasure. Bye-bye.